I have a new favorite go-to meal, and it's really funny. I got it from Jenna Duggar or Jessa Duggar. I think Jessa, one of the Duggar girls, one of the married young Duggar girls. I watched a video on YouTube of it. I made it myself with a few different seasonings, and it is like so delicious. Super simple. You can serve it with a salad or rice or both, salad and rice. Rice is not how I would serve it, but that's how my husband would serve it, so I do it for him. But all you need is an onion, 3 to 4 sweet potatoes, and a pound of ground beef, and salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder, and I would say that's it. And olive oil. I'm gonna use these 3 big sweet potatoes, and you don't have to peel them, but I've done it both ways and I prefer them peeled, so I'm gonna peel them and dice them up into chunks. So you want the oven at 400, and I just use a cookie sheet lined with parchment or aluminum, and I'm out of parchment, which I prefer, so I have to use aluminum. I love meals like this where you can just put them in the oven and then they're done. And I'm doing, you know, depending on the kind of sweet potato you have, mine are longer and thinner, so I'm doing like rounds, and I might cut these in half. I love sweet potatoes, and they are just so delicious roasted and so delicious with beef. If you ever have like leftover roast, you can make like a sweet potato hash for breakfast with a little roast in it and a fried egg or 2. Love that. And then you could make this same thing on the skillet and mix in kale or spinach. Good stuff. But this one's easier, and it does change the experience a little because of the oven. It's just a different, even though it's the same ingredients, it does cook differently, you know? So I'm gonna chop all these potatoes, and I'll be back. 1 cebolla. I'm not mincing them too small, just like chunks like this. They'll be easy to spot for the kids too, because they'll take them out. Man, I thought I was filming. So I put olive oil so far, and some salt, and now paprika. Whew, I got scared for a split second. I thought it was cinnamon. I was like, no! Destroy it. You want to be generous with the paprika because it is a mild flavor, but if you have enough, it really makes it so yummy. And some garlic powder and pepper. And then you just toss this with your hands, coat everything, and I'm gonna get a separate bowl and mix the beef with the same spices. Excuse the people in the background. So here's a pound of beef. Salt, lots of salt. I don't know how much, I'm sorry. Taste it, and if you like it with more, next time I'll make more. Pepper, I would say maybe half a teaspoon of each. Garlic powder and paprika. And I'm gonna mix this up well throughout. And then, since obviously the beef will cook way faster than the potatoes and onions, I thought this was so smart. Jessa, I'm pretty sure it's Jessa. She put like 4 or 5 big balls of meat, and then about 40 minutes in, she came and broke them up and then mixed it all up. So it was like ground beef distributed all over, but it wasn't overcooked because it's gonna cook super fast if you break it up now. So I'm gonna mix this up and I'll show you. Popping this in the oven. So it's been like 35 minutes. I'm gonna break up all this meat and put it back in until the potatoes are more caramelized. All right, going back in the oven for like maybe 20 more minutes. And it's ready. This is my new go-to meal. And the whole family loves it, right?
Yes.
With salad and some little homemade dressing. What is it? Olive oil, balsamic, and honey. 3 equal parts. Sometimes I throw chia seeds in there to make it more nutritious. Enjoy! Bon appetite! Buen provecho!